guys, welcome to Colouring Book Club. Thank you for being here today. Good morning to you, Pam. Oops, hang on a minute. I just have to pop chat out again because I accidentally just shut it. Get down here. Anyway, I'll start again. Good morning to you, Pam. Thank you for being here. Thank you everyone else that's watching or being a new subscriber. Welcome. Okay, so I decided, it's like, what am I going to colour? Well, it's Spooktober, so something spooky would be appropriate. And I decided to colour, sorry, I'm still mucking around with control. I decided to colour Matt Davidson's Dancing Ghosts, and I actually got the bright idea to do a double page, so two couples dancing, and it's on tone tan paper, Strathmore tone tan paper, and I'm going to use do a drawing and do a graffiti because they're nice glooby kind of colours, so I thought that would be appropriate. Okay, let's rock and roll. Hopefully, yep, everything's focused. Yeah, the colour change is it's a bit weird, but anyway. So thank you for being here. Okay, I might start off with, what have we got here? Might do some yellow ochre on the moon, and I'm using froggies this morning that he sent to me a long time ago, and I don't use them very much because of, hoarding. I want them to last. There's a bit dark on that paper. Get that off. I don't know whether that's because I had a darker colour in the sharpener, possibly. That's better than what it was. What a great start. There we go. Hopefully that's okay. Okay. I'm starting off with do a drawing. Yellow ochre 5720. I'll start off with the moon, I think. Now I've got some darker patches there, so it's a bit of ruby earth. I think that's ruby earth, is it? Yes, it is. And I've got some darker patches in here. So I was thinking I might do a blood red moon or something along those lines. Alright. The print's a bit, because it's on the tone tan, the details are a little bit sketchy in places. Get that off that line. How are you doing, Pam? Yeah, okay. Hope you've had a good week. And your back hasn't been giving it too much gravy. I know it will give you gravy, but hopefully it's been an okay week for you. Now I did do a double page, and the tone tan is bigger than an A4, and I can't remember what size I used, but it was bigger than an A4 anyway, so I cut this part off, but it doesn't really matter because this is very detailed and this is not as detailed. Laugh out loud. But whether I get to colour this one or not is another thing. Probably can't get that off. Just realised I don't think the moon goes down quite that far. It's a bit out of the circle. Sand green and Mars orange. Not a lot of difference between the two of them, really. The Mars orange is slightly lighter. So Mars orange 6210. And I did grab my Prisma because I can get a fine point. Get some of these fine branches, otherwise they'll end up being drowned. And hopefully it doesn't smudge, so I probably should wait for that. Venetian red. Don't know if it's going to be a bit too much on the brown side. Let's see. Uh-oh. Pencils are falling out. I've also got, let's see what the port is like. Might be a bit too perfect. Yeah, no. Autumn brown. Might be a bit too brown as well. After a bit of red. Might use a little bit of that. We'll see. Now, if I use the Mars orange on top of, I think, the sand green, that turns into a decent red. thought I can get some decent colours out of these guys. Pretty good. I don't want to lose the roundness of that room. Good morning to you, bee. How are you, darling? How's Nani? She been a sookie lawa or has she been a tough cookie? So Bee sent me a photo. If she wants, I can show you. Of her stitches. I did a bit of a slice and dice on that lump. God Lord, how many stitches did she get? 30, 40 stitches or something? Looks like quite a few. I'm almost tempted to get my Prismacolor blender. Do a blender as well. I'm not a fan of seeing white through on the paper, so this would take a few layers and quite a bit of grinding to get the colour into this. Yes, I wish I had my stencil here. I try and keep it more round. So this picture is from Spooktober 2020 that we did the collab. And I got the bright idea of using the tone tanned, and I thought, I know what I'll do. And I was going to have 4 small pictures, and I thought, no. And then I went off on a tangent and I saw some other pictures out of trying to think what it's called. One of my horror books there anyway. And I was looking at that and it's like, nah, stick to what I was going to do. It's getting hard now. She wants to scratch. Yeah, it's healing. Well, I did something really, really stupid last night, but you know what I'm like. And I went on a bit of a hunt. And I ordered the 72 down off Amazon. And so, of course, it's not cheap. But I figured we can't get them in Australia till March next year. The Dermot site in UK, they're out of stock. They're awaiting more. I did have a 20% discount, but you can't pre-order or like put your order in ahead. And then once they do get to Australia, I bet you any money, because of the high demand, the price will go up. And they'll run out of stock pretty quick. So I just went ahead and ordered them. There's my Christmas gone. Got the ACDC coming up. I need to get a haircut. I need to stop buying stuff. And I bought some 12 by 12 paper off Amazon, Halloween paper. Oh my god, it's awesome. It's awesome. It was $12.99, which is cheap. And I did read a review where I don't think the paper was too bad. Like, not, super thin, cheap, crappy Amazon paper. And I reckon it's about 180 GSM, I'm just guessing. And I'm so glad I bought the 3 packs. And for $12.99, that's a good price. But they're awesome picked up. It's awesome paper. It's really cool. The pictures on them. Printed the same front and back, so that's easy. You don't have to make any decisions about which side to use, which is an absolute bonus, let me tell you. Oh, I just want to get the bloody blender pencil. I'll fade the moon out a bit down here, I think. Maybe I'll put some mist across it and that'll hide the shape of it. I just... where is it? Burnisher. Let's see. I just don't want the white of paper showing through. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's making a bit of a difference. Hello, Pam. You did disappear for a while. I thought so. Happy shopping, Heather. No, senseless. Did you see Ace from Kiss join music? I know. I meant to message you actually, but you didn't know. Yeah. No, wrong one. Which one is it? Is it the one in brown? pretty dark. How did I get that red before? um. Might have been the Ruby Earth. Yeah, I think this is not bright enough over here. Make sure this is clean. Now, where's my Chinese white? Sorry, Facebook called me. Now, I hope this is not too yellow, so I'll put white down first. So it doesn't matter if it's got a slight fuzziness to it. Now for the trees, I'll leave the white out. Look at my wheat, it's getting short. At least I'll have an extra 24 pencils. I don't know about. I think they'll be a bit shorter by the end of this. What colours? Get the feeling I'm going to be using a fair bit of yellow ochre. Yeah, I'm trying to decide on the colour of the tree and then have it against the sky. No, I'm using froggies this morning. They don't use him much because I'm hoarding. Because I don't want him to go. I mean, there'll be ornaments if they went blunt and the blades were no good anymore, but I kind of making them last. Now this one is chocolate 6600, and I've also got my Prisma black so I can get a fine point. And I also have cool brown 15, so I'm using Derwent graphic tint and I'm using Derwent drawing. I probably need to, let's see. I'm looking for a spray for 90 stitches to help stop itching, so I was also distracted. I don't know. I'm trying to think like. See, the other thing as well is not just for dogs but for animals, and a lot of the horse ointments and things are good too. Does the same job. This is going to be fun colouring the sky. Because these are a 5mm core, it's really hard to get a sharp point or keep a sharp point on them. A little bit of pale cedar, 4125. Didn't give it a film at the pet shop, but that's alright. Hopefully it works. That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, this is really kind of pretty fine detail. Now I've done a blood moon, but for the sky, no, I suppose I could do bluey black, I guess. Dark indigo, black. Oh, excuse me, maybe some Abergone. Ink blue. Ivory black. Might even put some. Come over to excuse me. Do a graffiti. Oh, I think I got the throat. Don't know that I want purple in there. Steel blue would be alright, I think. Dark indigo. Where's the steel blue? And I'm looking at all these colours I'm going to pick out now. There's a steel blue. I have no idea what this is going to turn out like, but you know, it's just a picture. Alrighty. Steel blue. Oh, then I'm looking at the ink blue as well. Smoke blue. Maybe in colour as well. Alrighty. Let's see. By the time I finish this, I won't remember the colours that I'm using. So I will start off with some Chinese white and some smoke blue. Might be too light. So there's also a bit of mist going through. No, there's nothing there that I want. Alright, wheat's getting short. Out you come. Have to wait till December. Oh, don't you like my way of thinking for my pathetic excuse for ordering the drawing 72 set? Oh, you bugger. This is why it's getting short. That keeps breaking. Please don't break. It's getting too short. Yeah, it's just a bit of... I'm pretty sure it travels right through. Alright, so I've tried a bit of smoke blue just around the edge, a the moon halo. I'll try a bit of ink blue now. Star there. I haven't coloured on the tone, well, I haven't done much colouring at all, but on the tone tan paper, not sure about that one yet. Midnight black, where's my dearest? Steel blue. Does Kevin still sell calamine lotion? It's milky and used for kids with chicken pox and measles. He used to use calamine lotion when he got sunburnt too. Pine tassel, oh god. For the bath, like it, yeah, they do, I believe. Oh. Yeah, pine tassel. Did jack shit for me, I gotta tell you, when I got chicken pox, nothing worked. Nothing. Intensive care work though. I laugh about it now. Wasn't laughing at the time, let me tell you. I'm loving the blue colours. Shut up there. Oh, better make sure I got the right one. What are you doing, Wes? Because the door's open. I'm so paranoid about this wheat pencil breaking. quite a glare happening. Baby. Bring that in a bit first. I'm not sure what that is, if that's a building in the distance behind there. I think it is. I wish I didn't have so much glare. It'll probably take time, it'll be boring, I'm sorry guys, but I would like to get this sky done, and then that would at least set the atmosphere. What have we got here? Pale cedar, Chinese white, ivory black, dark indigo. Don't need the chocolate. Don't need that one. Shadow, smoke blue, ink blue, steel blue, midnight black, and I don't think I'll use that one either. And maybe a bit of wheat as well. There you go. Have you had shingles vaccine? No, the doctor. No, it wasn't the doctor. I think it was my friend up the road who used to work in a chemist shop for years, so she's very knowledgeable. Said about it, and it's like, yeah, I know, but all these different things. And I just said to her in the end, I said, well, bowel screen test, and a pap smear, and mammograms, and shingles vaccine, a flu vaccine, and pneumonia vaccine, and this vaccine, and that. It's like pumping us full of crap. And it's like, well, we're going to die of something. Just try and stay as healthy as possible, I guess. I don't, yeah, it just does my head in with all this stuff that we're supposed to do. What age do they suggest having it? In your 50s or 60s? Is it over 60 or chronic illness? Something like that. My GP said I needed to get it, so no problem. The nurse says this one makes your arm sore. Oh, nice. B, I'm not even 50, so all good. Have you had chicken pox? Once you've had chicken pox, you're susceptible to shingles because it's the same virus. Better than getting shingles though. Oh, well, yeah, because according to my neighbour up the road, it can go to your brain as well. Like, it can kill you. It's not good. And apparently the pain is excruciating. Oh, touch wood. I never have any issues with any vaccines. Well, next day my upper arm was so swollen, red hot and really sore. Oh. Yeah, I have 3 COVID ones. The third was hell, and I still got bloody COVID. Yeah, well, I don't think I'll leave that. I'll leave that one alone. Bloody government using us as guinea pigs. Okay, let me see. Fade away from that smoke blue. I might use a little bit more of that. What I might do, got some stars here. Chinese white is great. I did have a little delivery. What is that? I thought it was a cat hair, but it's not. Yeah, you know I've got rocks in my head, right? I'd have to have rocks in my head because this here and this one here bought together. Now your average inks, you know, they can be $14 each, $12.99, $17.99, $24.99. They're all sorts of prices, right? And I looked at this a long time ago, and I can't remember how much this was. It was bloody expensive, and it's like, yeah, nah. But it's supposed to be really, and I have seen it working. It's terrific white ink pad, and the white is really, really good. So I've got some ideas for my next one of my journals that I'm going to make, and I wanted really good white ink, so I bought these. $38.50. Like I said, you know, the ink alone, that can be like $12, $14.99, $17.99, same with that one. So the two of them together were $27. $11.50 just for damn delivery. Ridiculous for this little, you know, you think $5 for delivery? Anyway, so I've got my refill, so it will last me forever now. It's all done and dusted, I've got it. So I have that. But yeah, the price of it is just insane. Insane. And then I go and order the 72 derma drawing. Somebody shoot me now. Good morning to you, Lisa. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I think everyone's still got COVID, but with vaccine it was like a regular cold for most. Yeah, well, it's funny how, you know, the common cold doesn't exist anymore. I mean, it's COVID. What happened to the common cold? What happened to the flu? I only got it because GP said the shingle virus sits dormant in the spinal cord with all my issues there. Yep. Oh, it's not good. Not good at all. How are you, Lisa? Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Yeah, it's personal choice. You can get it or you can not get it and risk it. I mean, you can get the vaccine or not get it and risk it, and whatever. Personal choice. It caused issues though. It did break up families. It broke up friendships. People were treated terribly because they didn't get the vaccine. Oh, you're anti-vaccine and blah, 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 and you can't come in here and can't come in this shop, and it caused a lot of havoc, really. Divided people, and I'm going to turn this on its side. Okay, which one was I just using? Doesn't really matter. I'll go dark indigo. Dark indigo, but it's not really dark. Ink blue. I wonder what would happen on one can try. No, all different colours really. Get off that line. Oh, I like that. I love the drawing to work with. I like the colours. They're earthy and kind of, they're not bright pink colours, but they are nice earthy colours. They're beautiful to work with. So your variations of blue and smokiness. Where are you? There it is. You're doing good. That's good to see. So many lost their jobs. Yeah, it just caused complete upheaval. Not to mention the worst thing, people passed away from it, you know, and lost family members. You couldn't go to the clubhouse unless you got the vaccine. They wouldn't let you in. One of my girlfriends, she wasn't getting the vaccine, and she went over for a dude that they had over there, and can we speak to you outside? And they treated her terribly. And they wouldn't let her in. That's good. If you're using, like I've used the white in the wheat, and if you think it's too white or whatever, and I use the pale cedar brings it back to the tan tone sort of colour, back to the paper colour. There you go. And using it on top of like the edge is really fluffing it up, making it misty. That's the wrong one, I want the white. Shut up. In between those branches. Haven't even finished the mushrooms yet, of course. There's so much more I want to do with that. Hey. Not long, I'm starting to count the time. The AC/DC concert getting closer. Oh, I'm going to get the white. Just so I can see the tree shining off the moon. And I can go around. Drawing black is a nice deep black, whereas the midnight black in the graphic tint, which are water soluble, is nowhere near black. Been alright in the mornings as far as tally. I watch the Addams Family, then Bewitched, then I Dream a Journey, then they put that crappy West Wing garbage on, and now they put Pyro on, and they had MASH on. Well, they had MASH on, and then they took that took a couple of episodes of MASH off, and put that crappy Pyro on. Pyro, whatever crap. And then this morning I checked, and they've taken MASH off altogether now. So I was not impressed. To clean that one up. Sorry guys, I'm engrossed in what I'm doing. I don't, I mean, for me personally, streaming, I don't see the need to carry on and be over the top. We are adults, we're not kids, and sometimes I think there's, you know, I think there's times where the streamer talks to you like you're like a child. And it's like we are adults, you know. we might not always act like adults. And yeah, there's probably kids that sneak in, there always has been. Can't really stop them. But generally it's adult channels. And we can have fun and we can muck around and all that sort of stuff. But being spoken to like you're a child is very patronising. And I don't see the need for it. Her hair flows up there, actually. Doing good, Heather. That's good, babe. They were all great shows back in the day. I watched all of them. Yeah. Yes, all the good stuff. Not like now. And I like to channel click and see what's on. And the movies that are on that night. The other night they had nothing but garbage on. It was just terrible night. Just absolute rubbish. And then the next night they had the Expendables, and they had Bourne, and they had Jurassic Park, and all these good movies on at the same time on the one night. And then the night before, I think it was Thursday night. Absolute garbage. Not one good movie on. It's the only thing about these, I love these pencils, but yes, they do wear down. Ivory black. Oh, hang on. Ivory black. I'll use... Which one's the darkest? I'll try the dark indigo. I'm not sure which one's the darkest. It looks dark, but then on the paper it doesn't act. The Derwent Graffiti worked better. Getting in between these tree limbs. Have to sharpen it. are quite a soft core. And I am enjoying colouring this. The blue on top of the white is really pretty. Now I need I think I used, yeah, I did use chocolate, I think. I used black on the trees. So it won't show up. We use white first. It shows up brown a bit more, but I guess I could pick another colour. I don't want it too light. Let's try warm earth. So they're tiny thin limbs, and one side has to be dark and the other one has to have, the other side has to have the reflection of the moon. And they're very thin for this thick core pencil. That's why I've got my Prisma. What else has been happening? Absolutely nothing. I've got a tiny bit of a journal done. So many things I want to do. It's crazy. I had to wait for my gear stamps to turn up. I didn't have any gear stamps. Got die cuts and stuff, but they turned up. But I haven't used them yet. But this is a die cut, and so is this one here. And the little die cut envelopes. How cute are they? And then so I did a bit of the front, and I did the steampunk, and embossed it. And yeah, I haven't done much embossing since I got them, but I've ordered black, and I've also ordered glow in the dark. But they'll be cool. So they should be here tomorrow or Thursday. But that's for another journal that I have ideas for. But anyway, I got the front. So I've got real gears, like metal gears, that I want to put on the front, and a few other things. Just do a bit more to it. But I love how it turned out so far. It looks really cool. But I loved it. I wanted to show you these little die cut envelopes are just adorable. So yes, I got a little bit done. What about all those jewels that were stolen from Malibu in France? Yeah, no. They used a crane to get in through the roof. That's about all I know. Haven't heard much else. Don't really know. Alright, so I pretty much I know it's boring and it's the sky, but it'll set the mood. I really, really, really would like to get the sky done. Oh yeah, that must be his sleeve under there. Right. Sometimes you have to figure out what's what. And this tiny bit here, I was looking at his sleeve in there. Now, I've got over, try and find all the tiny bits. Yeah, I made a boo-boo there, but I'll do that in black, and that should cover that up. Sky there. Make a mark where these tree limbs are going. So there's sky in there, sky down there, sky in behind her head. I hope. think that's all, hopefully. I'm not sure about in here. But like I said, I can cover it up, put some mist or something in there and cover it up a bit. Didn't leave any glow for the moon either, so probably best I do mist. Where are you? No, not chocolate. No. Ivory black. I did see a quick glimpse of the jewels that they got, but I mean, I'm sort of listening more than I watch. But I did see there's about 7 items or something. But yeah, they look quite dazzling. I'll go around the trees. I can do that later. Fiddly. One of the reasons I like to turn my paper landscape, because the direction of the lines is easier to do. And the other thing with this pencil is trying to get perfect lines. There's a bit of that tombstone in there that goes behind her elbows, so we're trying to avoid that too. Keep the shape of her arm so it doesn't look distorted. Few stars, but I can do that later. Just using the Prisma because it gives me a nice clean line. So a lot of black, but also just hints of blue coming through. Or what I want to lose shape of her head, her wrist. Don't go any closer. I wonder, probably should, but I'll give it a go. Just adding a bit of chocolate in there. The chocolate, the blue and the black gives it, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'll have to remember that. I'm going to write that one down. Chocolate. And I don't know which one, the dark indigo, I don't think it matters. And the ivory black. Those three blended together give quite a nice dark ominous kind of colour. I don't know how, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, it's a good colour. Just leave a couple of gaps for some more stars. I shouldn't have done that. Blends nice with the finger, but now I've got a dirty finger. See the tooth of this paper as well. Trying to get smooth edges. Completely different to using smooth paper. I just think I'll try chocolate again. I'm going to use my Prisma for a minute, the black against these two dancing will look really cool. I think that's a building behind her. There's something there. Just don't know what it is. That's a teeny tiny pencil. Not as small as some. I have got my other one there, but I only wanted to use it for a few different little things. It wasn't actually going to use it much. I've just looked at that and realised, not that it matters, yeah, this is the back side of that tomb. So I've just coloured it in just a different colour, olive earth, just so I know it's not sky. It's the shadow side of this tombstone, headstone, whatever it is. So now I know it's a different colour. can still see the paper shining through. Coming through. It's not shining, but it's coming through. Not anymore. Bit cream, because this is going to be a star. Before I go in for the final kill, I just want to make sure there's definitely nothing else behind there but sky. That's not black enough. Don't want that one. I'm just looking at his hand, it looks a bit weird. The thumb joining onto hers just looks a little bit funny. Oh, he is burning. Lovely. I wonder if anyone's really doing Spooktober or anything this year. Surely there's something going on. Don't celebrate Halloween. I'm Australian. But I sure do like the spooky stuff. Yes, getting in between these branches is fun. Oh, the light. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Not much colour in it yet, but and the moon looks a bit more. Well, it's pretty orange actually on screen. but the sun's playing havoc again. That'll make much difference. And the paper as well, when I was setting up stream, it got funny colour, and then take it away, and then you just got your white. And I have autofocus off and all that sort of stuff, and then bring it back, and it was fixing it up a bit. It'll make a complete liar out of me. The moon's annoying me a bit, doesn't look round. It looks a bit off. Who cares? So, not want the sky to go. God, someone please shoot that dog. Chocolate brown. And a green. Get rid of these blues out of the way. I might keep the white and the cream. Get those out of the way so I don't keep picking them up. Very black. Midnight black. Wheat, white, olive earth, and chocolate. That'll be olive earth. There's a little what's the name now? I don't want it to get lost. Then you've got the bars going across. I'm just using the white so I don't forget. I've got this one down here. There's something across there as well. Green Shadow 4135. A little bit of wheat. And I'm going back to the chocolate. It is hard with these thick core pencils to get detail the way I like to. It's just... I might even grab the fine point black, what's the name, liner, and use that just so I can get a really fine point. This one's the midnight black. Oh, so fine. Just a couple of little lines along there that are just so fine. And I mocked it up. Doesn't matter. If I remember off stream, I'll fix them up. Always tempted to get a ruler and make them straight. Go ahead, Grant's laugh at loud. Yeah, no, when Hull freezes over. Not. Maybe like sort of, yeah, like the Selway blue and like really pale, not baby blue, but really pale. And this one, see, and mixed in with the white as well, the smoke blue. I hope you can see that without it glaring, but it looks more of grey. But yeah, it's a smoke blue, but it's a very nice smoky grey colour. Those sorts of colours, and white as well, I think. And I was thought about him. Usually those uniforms are, I think, black and red with gold trimmings and things like that. But they're ghosts, so they should really be, technically, they should be transparent. But that's not going to happen, because if they were transparent, you would see the buildings behind them. And could you imagine trying to do that kind of detail? That's not happening. Not happening. Just on my hair. Alright, I have. So I'll put the, I kind of like the white on the poles too. I'll just bring that white back a bit. It's just magnifying glass material. Trying to colour this. If I wanted to get the details done that I want to get done, you need a magnifying glass. I shouldn't have taken mash off. It's something to watch, it was good. Colouring this reminds me of colouring grayscale. Now there's a bit of one I could make here. God, and then there's a border around the damn thing as well. So there's a bit of a border there. And then a shadow up near the roof. And although the moon is over there, it looks like it's swallowing the roof of this building. It just looks funny at the moment. So border, shadow up near the roof, which happens, and then because it's a full moon, I suppose there's a bit of light going in, and then it gets lighter down in this area, from what I can make out of the picture. Then when I put the basics in, you can go in and do the finer detail. What colour will I use for in there? I'll try cool brown. Actually, the colours that I used over there would be pretty good too. Maybe a bit too dark. So a little bit of light shining in there. Finish the blanket I was doing, starting a new one today. Oh! Well, I hope that its new owner, well, she's already seen it, hasn't she? Is it for your daughter? The unicorn blanket? Sorry, guys. Sorry, B. I can't remember one week to the next. Yep, I was waiting for it. Thank you, darling. Do you want me to show them Nani's stitches as well? I love her. Went over just a bit. But yeah, you have, what is that? Smooth that out a bit. So you got the shadow from the roof. Oh, which one did I use before I forget? So the shadow from the roof, but there's still a bit of light going on there. So it's not just a dark black square. Yeah, this one's detailed. I think it is more detailed than this one, and I cut it off so there's less colour. This one's going to take forever. Oh God, it's all happening. Oh. So what are you going to crochet? Is it crocheting knitting? I can't remember. Oh, shocking. Oh, this is Bee's blanket all finished. That looks great. It's really, really nice. Is this one for you? Finished blankets. That looks great, Bee. And it's reality. I hope it doesn't make people squirmy. If it does, then I think you need to grow up. Point blank. There's Nani's. For that cyst that she had, yeah, they certainly sliced and diced her. She's got quite a few stitches there. That's huge. God love her. Give her a scratch just around the area, behind the ears. God love her. Oh, she'll be fine. Oh, 10:53. That's good because my bladder is starting to do the usual couple of hours, and I don't have to look at time. My bladder lets me work like 2 hours. I doubt it for it. I'm gonna have. I'll get lost. Yes. It's not a delivery. I don't care. Well, I started a couple of minutes early. Anyway, I've got this bit done. I'll try and remember. Finish off it's not much, just a bit of sky and the trees off stream, so that bit's done. And then get onto the nitty gritty a little bit. Like to try and make that doesn't look like a moon. I don't know what it looks like. It looks like another planet. Oh, it's for your niece, and the one starting today is nephew. Oh, nice. Beautiful heirlooms for them to hand through the family. Yep. I hope so. They are pretty. Love doing them too. Oh. See, B, you've got all your, you're not colouring, and you've got all that stuff there, and I'm sure a lot of us, like, got all these books sitting here, and all these pencils and stuff, and got other projects to do. Like, I've got my junk journals, and you've got the blankets that you're doing, and even your miniature houses and stuff, and it's just, yes, we need, like, need 4 hands, 6 hands, just to get stuff done. It's crazy. But it is what it is. As long as you love what you're doing and you're enjoying it, I guess that's the main thing. But yeah, I shake my head all the time. I look at my books and go, oh my God. Like, But I'm having so much fun doing the junk journal. I probably love doing it too. Looking really spooky, Heather. You think? Thank you. I want the sky to like set the mood for it. But, and if you can picture them, like her in like real pale blue, grey, white, and him as well, and the sky and everything. I really want to fix this up. I want it more red, and I haven't got a red there. And fix up down here, and yeah, I like the tree in the corner. That's not bad. Yes. Anyway, massive cut. Must be a huge sis. Yeah, have so much to do, so little time. Yeah, that movie was on yesterday. So little time. That's a World War II movie. Anyway, that was on yesterday. Yeah, time, there's never enough. No, there isn't. And I haven't finished the mushrooms, and I've got something else I want to do. And I spent 2 days pulling all the 12 by 12 paper pads to pieces and putting them in the categories. And then yesterday and the night before, I was doing the 6x6s, and now I'm doing the ephemera, and just doesn't. It's like no, I don't get anything done because I'm too busy organising, and I do more organising and setting up than I do bloody actually creating stuff. It's ridiculous. Anyway, guys, I have to go. Thank you very much for being here today. Very quiet in chat. So I hope you guys just had an absolute blast. Yeah. Okay. We'll do part 2 next week, and we'll see where it takes us. Take care of yourselves, guys, and see you all. Thanks for streaming, Hannah. You're welcome, B. It was a pretty, it was a pretty subdued stream today. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.